What's the deal, family? Welcome back to another SOS podcast. I am Cameron. This is my beautiful wife, Erin. How's it going?
Hello. Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Well, I don't have to ask what we're sipping on because I already know what we're sipping on. But what are we sipping on?
The apple pear ginger Italian soda.
From Whole Foods. We had this in the last episode because we're recording two at one time. So
Yeah. Using our time wisely.
yes, because the baby is with her Grammy right now.
Yep.
So we got time. Okay. Oh shoot.
What?
This or that. Okay. Dag nabbit. Okay. It's not a this or that, but I do have a question that, I want your take on. So, if we were to move out of state, what state would you want to move to?
I don't know.
You have to pick one. Why do we go through this every single time?
Right now, I feel like the easy answer is just like Texas and North Carolina because our friends are in North Carolina right now.
Mm-hmm. But North Carolina is like a very family.
But I'm just saying
state.
that's what would just bring us there is them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say those two. Right now, I would say North Carolina as my main answer
Okay.
because we do like where they live at. We like their new area. The houses are very nice.
Yeah, we haven't been there though, babe.
I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. It's hard to like.
So you would not move to any state that we've ever been to?
We've been to most of the states and no.
Or cities, I should say.
Well, I wouldn't even say that I wouldn't
not-
move, but there hasn't been anything. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to like live here.
Mm-hmm.
More so like. Only thing that draws me to places is typically how the house, like the architecture of a house.
Yeah.
But I haven't been, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I can live here. Like I don't know. I'm so cool at home that I don't really have that as much of a thought half the time.
So you like Michigan?
Yeah.
Why?
It's home. It's home.
I'm like, why?
My mama here. What you mean?
Right. But if your mom, like, if we could move our whole families with us, like, if family wasn't a thing.
As in our parents?
Yeah.
Or like our whole
yeah.
families?
I mean, not like our whole families.
Okay.
But like,
yeah, parents. I'm honestly open to moving. Like I'm not against it, but it would be very hard to move, and our parents aren't.
I just said
Yeah,
if
so-
that's not a thing.
Oh, if it's not a thing, I wasn't
Oh
listening.
my gosh, he literally never listens.
Yeah.
So you'd say North Carolina,
I would live in DC.
DC?
Yeah, I would live in DC.
Okay.
No
Like
baby
in
though.
DC proper,
Yeah.
not like the outskirts of DC and then go to DC.
No,
on
like
the
DC
weekends.
proper. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Chicago.
I could do Chicago. I just feel like Chicago is so close to Detroit.
You might as well live here.
Yeah, like if I was to pick a place where I feel like we've spent time at, that's your question, right? I would probably go with DC.
Yeah.
Out of all the places we've been like multiple times, spent time at, I'll probably say DC.
Now we did go to Texas last year, but you wouldn't want to move to Austin.
No, not Austin.
Okay.
We also haven't spent enough time in Texas together.
Yeah.
Um,
Austin was cute, but I don't think I could live there.
I wouldn't live
it
in
felt
Austin.
too college towny to me. Like too.
I don't know what it felt like to me. I think when we drove to the college part, it felt like a college town, but I don't know what like it didn't you know. it
Even
didn't
the
ring
little
any
area
bells for
we
me.
were in, it felt like
It was
college,
nothing.
collegiate to me. It was
know.
cute, but
Yeah, it was okay.
it was like cute and
I wasn't
kind of
impressed with
quirky.
Austin. Per se.
babe.
I wasn't.
Austin's. I think it's a cute little
Like,
vibe.
it was,
but
like,
it's
it was
nice
some
for a
good
weekend.
spots. Yeah,
it
it
wasn't like
wasn't-
somewhere I would be like, "Ooh, I can't."
There was
live
nothing
here.
where I was like, oh yeah. I ain't gonna hold you up. We went to Denver. Now that was an area that I liked to be in. Like that was a good
Yeah,
experience.
Denver was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Denver, DC.
But I
Denver
couldn't
is
live in
just so
Denver.
far.
Yeah, it's too
but-
far.
Yeah. But again, you said family wasn't
So
a
it's-
thing.
Yeah, I know. So it's Texas. Texas is far too.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of isolated. It's like
Yeah.
if you don't have family who live in Texas, then Texas is kind of far.
Yeah. So yeah.
But anyway, okay. Well,
What's
I would
yours?
pick. Um,
New York still?
no.
Uh,
I wouldn't live in New York is an itch that like
needs to be scratched?
can be scratched.
Oh, can be scratched. Not needs
Like
to be. Okay.
I think New York for a month, like exploring, hanging out, just living it up one full month in New York would scratch an itch for me. I don't think I need to live there permanently. But I like DC. I could live there with River though. You said no kids, but I think I could do.
Well, yeah, I guess
I could have a kid there. I would just need a house, like an actual house. I wouldn't want to live in an apartment there.
Yeah, I guess I was just thinking about when we were there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
I
a
c-
big
yeah, I-
city.
I
You're
could
not
take-
gonna get like
yeah.
a yard.
I could take
and-
River there. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
It'd
it'd
be
be fun.
different,
It's
but
not as
that's a place I would
crazy
pick.
as New York for sure.
So what's your answer?
Probably somewhere in Texas.
Texas? Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like it would complement our lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
For this phase in our lives.
Yeah.
So, and there's a pretty big influencer, like.
No, I
hub
do
there.
think that we would find people to connect with easier.
Yeah.
We would find the community that is used to what we're doing every day.
Yeah.
Like all those things. So yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, we spent a lot of time talking about where
this
we
or
would
that.
potentially live that we're probably not going to move to anytime soon. So, today we have some questions to ask each other because you guys seem to like those episodes where we kind of ask each other questions and bounce around different topics throughout one episode. So, first question is coming from me to Cameron. What is your favorite part about your own personality?
My own person. My favorite part
About yourself or like your personality?
I would say that I guess how realistic I am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really don't care what anyone has to. No, I wouldn't say I don't care what someone has to say or think, but I couldn't care less about not thinking about any situation that I'm in, no matter what people's opinion is on it. Like I have to make it my own.
Yeah.
Like if it's something that seems chill, but I don't feel like it's chill, then I'm gonna have to like, well, this is what the reality is about this situation. Like, let me help you look at it from this point of view. Now you can still feel like it's chill, but I'm just letting you know I ain't comfortable with it. So like, I guess I don't even know how to answer that question, but like, I guess my personality is that just.
You like the perspective that you're able to bring to,
the
I
table.
don't know, a situation.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I just feel like sometimes.
Or do you like how well-rounded you think?
Yeah, I think about the situation from all sides. Like I understand, for example, what you're saying about something, but I feel like sometimes you could be missing what you're not trying to see because you're blinded by
Yeah.
the glamour of it.
Yeah.
Which I'm agreeing, like, yeah, that looks cute. Yeah, that's pretty, but this part is not so pretty about it.
Yeah.
And that's not for everything, but I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's.
I mean, that's a good quality that you have.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you?
Am I supposed to answer my own?
You don't have
question?
to. I just would like to know what you're, because that was a hard question. I'm like, that threw me off.
My favorite part about my personality. I like that I am. What is my favorite part about my personality?
See, this is hard. Like, I'm like, how do I even answer this?
I like that I am who I am with whoever I'm around. Like I feel like I'm a pretty consistently me person.
No, you're definitely that.
I mean, like, of course, I can kind of code switch depending on who I'm around if I feel like that's necessary. But I'm still myself, even in that. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So yeah, I be just doing me,
You
and
do.
I think that that's one of my favorite things about myself. I do think that I do also like how much now that we're here. I do also like how well I guess I would say how much you give me perspective on things. I think that is a really good quality about you. But I think even even with that, I have learned to kind of think, I don't know, like very independently. And even with work and like being a wife and now a mom, I still think that I'm able to value my own like personal thoughts or like ideas, or like I don't push my own self to the back burner, you know?
Yeah.
So I like that too.
Yeah, I would agree for sure.
Lovely.
All right.
Okay, your
My
turn.
question is there something you've been wanting to try together that we haven't done yet?
Dag nabbit. That was one of my questions.
Ah, dang, that's crazy.
Well, I guess we both have to answer.
No. You got to pick another side. Nah.
Babe. Okay, wait, repeat the question.
Is there something you've been wanting to try together that we haven't done yet?
Something I've been wanting to try. Skydiving.
You try that.
We haven't tried it together.
Aaron.
You said together. It's like, no, I don't want to do that again.
Oh, I'm like, come on now.
Something I don't know, babe. We've done a lot of things. Okay. I have one.
Okay.
I would like to go golfing together on a golf course. And I would like to play tennis together. Like, I want to actually have a real life sport hobby. Like, we don't have that. And actually, me and my friends, we were just talking about this because one of them was like, do y'all have hobbies? And we were like, actually, no.
Do they have hobbies?
We need hobbies.
None of y'all have hobbies?
No. Like, Taylor was like, I used to be crafty. But, like, no. None of us actually have, like, continuous hobbies that we just like do on a very regular basis.
Okay.
And I want to have a hobby, but I think it'd be fun to have one together because I was like, oh well, we got bowling balls and we don't bowl. Well, you jacked your thumb.
We were
up,
bowling, but
still.
then we
do. I want to try to play tennis. I want to also try. I want to learn how to golf really well, even though you don't be wanting to take me.
Yeah, it's not that for
you
sure.
Do. You don't.
See?
You're right the first time. No, it is that. That's what I meant.
That was actually my answer if I had to answer that.
What?
I do want you to golf, but we really got to go put the work in.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
But, like, I need you to want to put the work in.
I do want to.
No, but, like, you got to be like, babe, like, let's go practice.
Well, why do I have to say that?
Because sometimes that's what I need to see, kind of like what I said before we got married. I need to see you do you. Like, I've seen you put in work for something that you really want. I need to see you put in the work for that. If you want a sport hobby, so you call it, like, I want to see you go after it and get it. I ain't got no problem going up practice. You know that.
Yeah, but
it's even sweeter if you with me. So, you know, I like doing everything with
you. He has like a billion friends who want to learn how to golf now because they.
What do they do? What do they do?
Because they're getting old and they can't play basketball anymore. So now they all want to golf. And they call him first, and then he's, babe, I'm going to the range. Babe, I'm going to the golf. Babe, I'm going. Then I'm like, well, when am I supposed to have time to go?
What do they do that I just said you don't do?
Yeah, I mean, they call you, but still.
You lay with me. Babe, let's get up and go to the golf range today.
But you...
Easy.
Whatever.
Yeah, you know I'm right.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to do that every time.
You don't. I'm just saying I need to see you want it. Once I see you want it, then we locked in.
But sometimes I'll be like, let's go to the golf range. And then the golf range will be too crowded. Or we don't have time in the day.
We need to make time. Make time. What I've been preaching time. Make time. Right?
It's not just me.
I'm just saying, make time.
Oh my gosh. Next question.
It's on you.
What do you consider cheating?
What? Cheating. I don't even know how to answer that, babe. These questions are hard.
Answer.
Where do you? I don't even know how you start.
I don't know.
Like, what do you think is cheating? Like, can I get a starting something with that? Like, are you like talking to another girl?
Hard.
I'm saying talking to another girl.
What would you, if you found out I was doing something that I probably shouldn't be doing, what would that look like in terms of you feeling like, oh, you cheated on me?
Probably going on a date with another guy.
Going on a date?
Like you talking to another dude. Yeah.
But what, okay, so talking to them in what way? Like
Like you're dating them basically. It's like you're talking to them to like you're intrigued by you're romantically intrigued by basically.
But that doesn't have to be a date though, do you think?
I'm just saying dating. That could be you going to the house to chill or whatever. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to answer that. Like if I that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta set the picture up. I don't know. Like if I found out
okay,
you were,
so let's say I worked and I was working with somebody and we already talked all the time for work.
right.
So we're already very intertwined with work. And then we also, I don't know, started getting a little flirty with each other.
And I find out about you flirting.
Yeah, like you see some texts that
I'm like, yeah, that's
you see some texts that are like work but like flirtatious mixed in.
Yeah, no, that's cheating.
That's cheating.
Yeah. We married?
Yeah.
It's cheating. Like
okay.
That's cheating. Is it
so
not?
you feel like any type of emotional connection outside of
it can be friendly. I don't care for you to have male friends.
Right.
If it's work related or if it's just a male friend, like I don't, I don't. That's not crossing the line to me. I would assume that I'm also the guy's friend.
Right.
Just because if you're that close
right.
to someone,
then
I don't see
you
how
should
that
definitely know.
who they are.
Be cool
So,
with them.
now, if I don't know, then that's probably cheating. I wouldn't call it cheating, but I would, if I found out, I would honestly ask, like, you never. It would kind of like rub me. I don't think you're necessarily crossed the line yet, but it would rub me the wrong way just because like you have never done anything like that before.
Right.
And you don't currently, realistically, you don't currently talk to guys.
So do you think anything that is, would you consider any type of emotional connection outside of like, that's more, even if it's slightly more than platonic, you would consider that to be cheating? Or do you feel like that's on the way to cheating?
Like, you having a platonic relationship?
No, like platonic would be just like a friendly relationship. But like if it was a little bit more than that. So like let's say maybe y'all haven't like expressed that you like each other, but there is like there's
something there.
Spark there that like,
and I can see that.
Maybe you don't see it, but like maybe at some point it comes.
So I can't consider it cheating, but what I will say is that if it does come to light, I would give you a chance to I would test the temperature basically. Like this, I mean, I know y'all work together or y'all cool, but these little things here, like you don't see that? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Something like that.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, do you, like, because you were like, that's cheating. So, like,
well,
do you feel as though any type of,
I wouldn't say any, but
okay.
I would, in that case, I would come to you and test the temperature, but also, like, I would try to look at myself first, like, wait, am I not bringing something that she needs that hasn't been there, and she doesn't even realize that she's
getting from someone else?
Yeah, right. Getting that from someone. So I would come with that energy basically.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that you were necessarily cheating yet,
right?
But it's probably on the way. But probably because I am not giving you what you need, and subconsciously you're going to get it from someone else. And quite frankly, if it's a guy that couldn't care less about me, then he like bet. And 9 times out of 10, the other person on the outside knows exactly what they're doing. So,
okay. Do you think cheating is a complete deal breaker? Like when you're married? We've never talked about this on the podcast for sure.
Deal breaker. It's gonna break something. It's gonna break something. I don't want to just say that. All bets are off.
Yeah.
I can't say that. I don't think we're gonna ever experience that. So it's
No.
hard for me to even think like that. But I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker. But I do think some things will be broken.
Yeah, for sure.
Certain things probably can be healed, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say yes, everything's off though.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I do. I just feel like in certain situations, typically, I feel like a married person is in a space because their spouse kind of got them there, and that's not an excuse to go cheat, but you kind of got to have that perspective.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it, and it may not be true all
Yeah,
the
because
time.
I was gonna say
know.
some people just
Some people just be cheating.
yeah,
but,
some people just be cheating, or some people are like, I've been with this person for so long, I just want to see what something else be like real quick.
real
you
quick,
know,
yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying
based on our relationship, that's kind of how I would approach it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. Now there are people who just be out here doing their thing, and do you? I guess that's
Okay.
between you and yours. I am not getting between that.
No, not at all. Okay, your turn.
Oh, my turn. Dang, that was you got some hard questions. Like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think we can do to improve our communication?
You talking about me asking hard questions? What do I think we can do to improve our communication? Plan more. I think we can plan more for sure.
Plan.
Like we have our marriage meetings, but I think we need to have them more frequently.
Yeah.
And I think we just need to go into each week like knowing what's coming down the line.
Yeah.
Like every single week.
Yeah.
Especially now with the baby.
Yeah, for sure.
So, because it's just like, okay, when are we getting X, Y, and Z done? The days go by so fast. I mean, we can't even get dressed until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
By the time we feed her, pump, eat, change her, get her cleaned up, like all of that, like the days just fly by. So, plan.
Okay. I agree.
That's my answer. Okay. How do you deal with stress?
What? Have I been stressed?
Probably, I don't know.
You said probably?
Have you?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I guess not.
I don't. These questions are too.
I don't
hard.
know if you have been stressed, or if maybe you don't even realize you carry stress because maybe you just deal with it.
Maybe so. We can go with
But
that.
I think like you probably have been stressed over these last 2 months as we've entered a whole new phase of life. I don't know.
I guess if I had to look back at these last 2 months, working out, I guess, going for the runs, going to the gym when I can, throwing some weights around, I guess. That.
Okay.
So that's the best answer I got.
You don't feel like you do anything emotionally to like process
cry?
your stress? No, not cry.
I'm saying, like,
if
for
you
an
cried, that
example.
would be fine. But like,
I'm just saying, like, for example, like, cry.
yeah,
No.
or like I don't know, write things down or I don't know, call somebody and get it off your chest or
Nah.
no, nothing.
Nah.
Or just be real quiet and think about it a whole bunch.
I
And
probably
then get
be
over
quiet,
it.
but I can be quiet at any given time though.
Kind of.
I don't be quiet.
I mean, you be quiet, but you be talking.
Yeah, I talk to you. It would be weird if I didn't talk to you every day.
I know. I'm just saying, like, you don't just be quiet.
I don't mind going to my little office though, and just being in there or coming down here and watching the game or something.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the way. Being solo for a second for the
Okay.
30 minutes that I make it.
30 minutes.
Hey,
Okay.
I don't know. What's your answer? Like, shoot. God. I'm gonna have to rethink these doggone goodness.
I'm just asking. I'm not asking with
No, I know you're. I'm
answer
just
in
saying
mind.
though, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say I've
Do you
been.
think that it's? Oh, you would say you.
I'm just saying I've been, prioritizing running. I think when I go run, especially in the mornings, when I come down here or go outside for a run, you know, the walk back, the cool down walk, get to pray, all that, and I feel like that's a decompressor. So
I mean, I feel like when you work out or do something you really like, it helps you in general manage stress better.
yeah,
So even if something stressful comes up in the day, like you feel better
yeah,
throughout the day
throughout the day,
from what you've done already. So
or
I
what you're
mean,
going to do.
yeah,
Because even like last week, I'm like, I'm going to the store. I'm driving my car. I'll see you
yeah,
later.
yeah,
Yeah, but it wasn't. I don't think it came from a place of like I'm so stressed out, but it's just more like I can use the breather for a second.
yeah,
You know,
mm-hmm.
type of thing. So maybe that's the way to deal with it. Maybe I'm stressed, but not calling it stress. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
But
definitely think like there's some stress there.
you know,
It
when I be
just
stressed out, the
when
few
River be
times that
crying.
in the middle of the night, I'm like, bruh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, come on now.
Yeah. Well, she's only, I don't know, a few weeks.
I know. But I'm saying
Um,
she don't do that every night. So when she do, I'm like, yo, you picking the worst night. It's like a
well,
night.
every night is the worst night though.
Not sometimes I'm like, all right, I could deal with it tonight. But she'll pick a night where I'm like, we've done so much today. Why tonight?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, yeah. I would say there are things that I do where I'm like, cool. Like, honestly, getting up and being able to go work out, that's a good way to start the day. Because I feel like I'm energized. I can take on the world, my world, basically, and should be good to go till the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
My issue with working out in the morning when I was pregnant was that I felt good while I was doing it. And by the time I got home, I'd be so sleepy. I would be so tired. But for me, how do I manage stress? I don't know. I mean, I try not to put too much on my plate. Babe, I try not to put too much on my plate at one time. So I do try to get my top 3. Like, I always feel better when I do the top 3. And
I do
when
feel good when I do that too.
and when I plan my week out. Like, to me, when I feel more prepared going into something,
Yeah.
I feel less stressed about that. Because if I don't plan out, then I'm like, what am I going to do? And like, I have all these things to do, but I don't know when I'm going to do them.
Right.
So then that just makes me feel more stressed. But yes, and I also cry if I feel stressed, but not like, I have to be like really stressed to cry. Yeah. Like, I don't just be out here crying.
No, I try to put that like you just be crying. But.
I don't just be out here crying. I have to feel like more so overwhelmed if I'm crying, not necessarily stressed. Because for me, to me, like when I'm stressed, it's more of like a daily, like the daily stressors. Like, but when I'm overwhelmed, I feel like I can't manage the stress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like too much stress. So then I need to cry so that I can just like get all of that out, and then I can actually think clearly. Yeah. But I do want to start journaling more, because whenever I go back and look at old journal entries, even when I'm stressed out, it's like, dang, like that's what I was stressed about. Like, that's so, like 4 years ago, my stress looked so different, you know?
Right.
Than like it does now. Or even if I wasn't stressed in a journal entry, but like I was extremely excited about something, but it's like, oh my gosh, like
that's what happened.
That's
was
so different. Yeah. So I want to get back to that, because I feel like it would be a good de-stressor as well, even though I actually don't really like to write. So maybe I'll just do like a audio diary or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah,
that's
your
cool.
turn. Oh, wait. Do you have any more questions?
I got one last one.
Okay, what is it?
I only got 3, I guess. My last one is, we have obviously the baby girl now. Mm-hmm. What is your idea of quality time now as parents?
That's a good question. Oh, not you sitting back like this. Okay. Quality time as parents. Honestly, anytime that we can just like
right now.
Yeah, like right now. I don't even think it's about not having her around. I think it's just like being able to like connect with each other, even if it's not for a super long time, but just like something, like even if we're on a walk and we have a really good conversation, like I look at that as quality time. It doesn't have to be like oh, we gotta drop the baby off, go out to dinner, like sit at a table and talk. Like I feel like it doesn't really necessarily look a certain way. It's more about like what we're doing with that time. So I enjoy our walks. Um and then I would say I enjoy like new experiences. So like we keep going back to She Wolf, but like when we went to that restaurant, it was like our first real date after having the baby. And it was just like really great service, really great food. We had never been to that restaurant before. Like it was a really nice day. Like it was just, I don't know, everything just felt right. Um and so I would look at that as like quality time. Sometimes when we go out to eat, even if it's by ourselves, it's not like quality time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, okay, we're here, we're eating, like let's chit chat. Like, you know, it's not like a super exciting experience.
It's not an experience.
Yeah.
It's the usual.
But that's why I want to do some type of hobby together, because I feel like that's like an easy way for us to like connect on something that is just kind of like, we don't always have to even be talking about a whole bunch. You know what I mean?
Right. We're just
like
playing each
we
other.
might just have some competition or like have some type of like connection in a different way than we do like all day, every day when we're home talking and like talking about work, talking about River, talking about family, talking about, you know, like whatever. So I had read this, I mean, not read, but I had listened to this podcast, and this entrepreneur that I love, her name's Emma. I've talked about her many times, but like she is who like helped found Good American and Skims and all of this. And she's like this Black woman who is honestly only like 35 years old. And I think she's 34, honestly, but she's like built billion-dollar companies. Anyway, beside the point, her and her husband have been married for a good amount of time, like probably 10 years. And they have multiple kids. I think they have like 3 kids. And the guy on the podcast,
I thought you were about to say like 5 or
maybe
something.
3 or 4 kids. But the guy on the podcast was like, how do you guys stay connected? Because her husband owns a really big denim company as well. And they're like, they have all these businesses basically.
Right.
And he's like, how do you guys stay connected? And she was like, honestly, like we try to find things that like are fun for us to do together that are outside of like us talking about work all the time, because like it's very easy to just kind of slip into that. So she was like, we got a cold plunge and we'll just like compete and see like who can stay in the cold plunge the longest, or like we play pickleball and like we have a pickleball court at our house, boss stuff, but like we have a pickleball court and like we'll just really just be battling it out. And she was just basically saying like how healthy it is for you to have something that's like friendly competition in your marrich.
Ain't nothing friendly when
to
we in
kind
between
of
them lines. Just to let you know that right now.
whatever. But just to like have that, it like really helps your marriage to like, I don't know. It helps you see your partner in a way that's like playful and friendly and like, you know, I don't know. It's just, not, everything doesn't have to be so serious. So,
Yeah, I feel you.
What do you think? And
I
don't say you agree.
I do agree. I don't know. That's why I was asking. I didn't know if you had something that you wanted to try that you haven't necessarily expressed yet, because it's something we're learning now. You know, like we're learning how to be parents, but we also need to learn again how to be us, but with a child.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I don't really have an answer yet, but you know, trying to figure out what that looks like now. Obviously, yes, we still go on walks, so I agree with all of that. But I feel like we got to up the game.
For sure.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what yet. I just wonder if you had thought about it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'm looking forward to our trip next week. Yeah. I think that experience would, you know.
Yeah.
I think we may have more of those.
What, like quick trips?
Quick trips, you know, blah, blah, blah.
What's blah, blah, blah?
You know, quick trips. Like quick but punchy, you know. Like an experience that we won't forget.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to do more of that. I guess that's my answer. So that's my ideal.
But like, how frequently do you feel like something?
Oh, I don't know. That's something
like
we
that
would have to discuss. Obviously, as River gets older, it will get easier or
Yeah.
we'll have more time to do those things. But yeah.
Okay. My last question is,
I ain't got another question.
I
This
said
one
I
about
have
to be.
4. This one's
Oh.
easy.
Ain't
Somewhere
nothing
we
easy
haven't
yet.
been that you want to go.
Well, we both want to go to Italy, so
Mm-hmm.
we just keep getting
Things keep coming up.
yeah. So this time River came up.
Just a child. That's all.
Yeah, I would say there, South Africa.
I know. I was gonna say Cape Town or South Africa.
Yeah, Cape Town, Hawaii.
Yeah.
Even domestically, like we've been wanting to get to Palm Springs, Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
You know, stuff that we've had on our list.
Sedona.
Yeah, Sedona. Things we've had on our list that we just haven't tapped into yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some things that we haven't done. We want to. You took the team to 38, but
I know. I knew you were about to say that.
we haven't been to 38 yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
But what if you had to pick one place to go this next year?
next year?
Yeah, for like our 5-year anniversary, where would you pick?
I don't even know. Maybe Italy or South Africa, I guess.
Okay.
Honestly, it don't really have to be out of the country for me. Like, I'm
Cameron
cool.
is like so fine with not going far.
It's not even about far. It's just like
He's like, let's just go to.
I think I just learned and accepted my idea of being away. And so far,
Which is what?
So far, like, I don't know, like how we talked about like Jackson Hole. I think the experience was so different, and maybe that's why I always go back to that. And then it didn't like we did a whole bunch because it's not like a whole bunch to do. It was enough to do, but it was just like that was fun to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't have to go to a million spaces in one country just because we flew 1,000 miles.
Right.
You know, or 16 hours somewhere. Like, so we done flew to 16 hours. Now you feel obligated to
do
everything that's in this one big old country. Like,
then you tired. Then
yeah,
you need
then
a
you
vacation
like,
from the
then
vacation.
you come back, don't want to work. But yeah, I'm cool with whatever. Honestly,
Yeah.
I know we do want to experience those things, so that's what I'm on board with, experiencing the things that we want to experience, whether it's across the country or out the country or upstate, whatever the case may be. Like, that's what I would like to do.
Okay.
As long as we check it off our list.
Slap. Sounds like a plan.
On that note, if you rock with me, then you rock with us. We'll see you on the next one. It'll be our anniversary.
Oh my gosh. Wait, actually, this is going up our anniversary week.
Actually, no, next
So
week
then-
we get. Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is the anniversary week podcast.
No, because next week is our anniversary. So the last
Next
one
week?
is.
Oh yeah, the last episode.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dang.
so we can talk about our anniversary on the next one.
Not the next one.
I'm saying
the
like
next one from
on the
here.
next one we
Yeah.
record. Okay. Anyway, that's not y'all.
All right,
business.
John.
Bye.